Hey, Bert, let's hear about what you were doing at the Daytona 500 this year.
It's going to be awesome, man. It's the night before, and I teamed up with NASCAR and another company that I'd been to these parties like Shaq's Fun House and Guy's Big Cookout at the Super Bowl, and there were these fun just get together like music. Guys really uses music, but I came out and I did comedy, and I was like, what if we did something the night before Daytona 500? Because I've been going to a bunch of NASCAR events. I've paired with them. I've teamed with them on podcasts a bunch. And they said, this is great. And we went out to the Coca-Cola 600 and we did a cooking event there. And I just was like, I got it. And so they gave me a budget. I got some comedians coming that I haven't announced. First person I reached out to was Diplo. That was the very first person I reached out to. Because we're going to have it at night. We want someone to close it out. We want it to feel young and hip. And, it's not just NASCAR isn't what I think people think it is. But having said that, I have been to enough NASCAR events to know that you got to get a name that gets you to pack up your campsite, pack up your RV, put the grill away, put the tent down, put the pickleball away, and go to this thing. And so I knew the only name that was worth it was Lynyrd Skynyrd. Lynyrd Skynyrd, and then I reached out to Ernest, I'm good friends with. Ernest is probably the hottest name in all of Nashville right now. And I was like, can you guys help me do this? And they were in, and I was like, don't worry about the comedy section. I'll bring all the comics who come down for free. And they just want to go to the party. But it goes Ernest, Lynyrd Skynyrd, then Diplo, tons of barbecue, crazy amounts of barbecue, beer, and it's the night before. And it's going to be a blast.
Dude, Lynyrd Skynyrd at NASCAR is just like, I don't know. It's like cheese and crackers, man. Like, I'm so glad go together.
I'm so glad to say that. It's Americana, It's like if there's a couple bands that are no longer together, and I'd be curious to see if you had the money who you'd go with. Because I'll tell you, like, Creedence Clearwater Revival is like would be, amazing, but not there. Three Dog Night, amazing. But Lynyrd Skynyrd is 38 Special, Foreigner. There's a bunch of great names, but for my money, it's Lynyrd Skynyrd all day.
Well, it's also like, in addition to just being Americana, it's like every country music fan might not be a fan of something else, but they are a fan of Lynyrd Skynyrd, Like it crosses every cultural divide. Like
it really does. And every song. And the other thing about Lynyrd Skynyrd that I would say is I would argue all their songs have a different vibe. Tuesday's Gone is totally different than Freebird, is totally different than Give Me Three Steps, is totally different than the Ballad of Curtis Lowe. They're all different.
Or like throw in like swamp music, That Smell. That Smell is one of the most badass songs of all time.
I am so excited. A long time ago, I was in Cleveland and Ronnie Van Zant's sister, I think it's his sister, or one of the band members' sister came up to me and was like, just so you know, my brother would have loved you. And I was like, that's it. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Just hanging out. I mean, dude, like, it's also the lore that those guys have from just all of them. Even like I would say the other band that I would put on that list would be the Allman Brothers, to be able to pull out a NASCAR, like in any kind of NASCAR world. But like, and the lore that those guys have, it. You're from Florida. Like, you know the stories. Those guys are gnarly dudes.
I'll tell you what, Allman Brothers, Marshall Tucker Band, that would be a good one, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my buddy Marcus King is trying to bring back the Marshall Tucker Band. He's playing.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then but yeah, it's Lynyrd, especially for Florida. Like if you're talking Florida and you're a Florida kid and you're at NASCAR, you're going to go sit barefoot. I'm barefoot in a parking lot and watch Lynyrd Skynyrd and drink cold beers.
Have you been to the Daytona 500 before? Is this like, I mean, it's one of the best. It's the Super Bowl of auto sports. It's like, it's incredible.
So 2 years ago, we got a deal. NASCAR has always been really forward thinking with podcasts, oddly enough. And not every sports is. And so we did a live Two Bears, One Cave in NASCAR. And I think Tom is a racing fan, but he is, if you describe Two Bears, One Cave, Tom's F1 on NASCAR, right? Tom's a fancy boy. I'm the guy you can meet at a Chili's. And so we went to NASCAR and I got recognized so much. I mean, and people would look past Tom and look at me and then ask Tom to take a picture with me and them. Tom looked at me and he was like, "These are your people." And I was like, "I think they are. I married one of them. They've gone to Talladega every year since she was a kid." So, I was a no-brainer when this opportunity came up. And I think we came up with it. It's called Coca-Cola 600. We had an RV. We were out doing a thing with NASCAR. We're like, what if we did something extra, something fun, something done fun for the fans? Because the night before,
it's amazing.
The night before is inarguably better than the day of, only because the anticipation.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the funnest getting there, setting up your camp, putting up the tables, putting out cornhole, everything, getting the kids' bikes out, getting your bike out. Oh, dude, it's the best.
I've always described I've just been to, dozens and dozens of NASCAR races over the years. And I've always described the day to like my yuppie friends that are new to that world as one really, really, really long buildup to the climax of the green flag.
Yes. Yes.
It's like, because you start at like 4:00 in the morning or something like that, like just getting to the track. And then like you're cracking a beer at like 7 and tailgating. And then like there's a gazillion sensory overload things. And then there's a flyover and then boom, like race is on. Let's go. I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled at all live events now because I have backstage access to everything. So I bring people and I go, you got to experience this. It's so amazing. And then I bring them and they're like, oh my God, I'm in love with NASCAR. But I say it to the casual fan, the person that's never followed NASCAR, this is my best advice, okay? You've never followed NASCAR. Like right now, I love following an event. I'm following the Ashes. Do you know what the Ashes is? Yeah.
I'm following the Ashes. I'm following the Ashes because it's like one of the 150-year-old competition in cricket. And it's test cricket, so I'm following the Ashes. Now, I am only doing that so that I have something to look forward to root for, and to enjoy on that day. And NASCAR is there for you. Every Sunday, NASCAR is there for you. And right now you're saying, yeah, but I don't really care, Bert. Here's how you start watching NASCAR, okay? Set an alarm to go off for the last 15 minutes of the race. And then turn on your TV for the last 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes. You will enjoy, having not known anything about that race, you will enjoy watching that last 15 minutes and watch a series of those last 15 minutes. And after a while, you're going to go, well, I kind of want to see how it starts. I kind of want to follow it throughout the day. And then I'll turn it on. It'll be on all day. And then I'll tune into the last 15 minutes. I'm telling you, man, millions and millions of people cannot be wrong.
No, exactly. It's like, it's Thunderdome. It's just Thunderdome at the end of the high speed, high stakes Thunderdome. I'm going to take a left turn. So you are the world's most foremost Goose fan.
Yes.
So which NASCAR driver, in your opinion, would be the perfect Goose fan?
Oh my God. I can tell you who it's not.
I feel like you just got a mental image of a lot of people at a Goose show.
Can I tell you who I think it is? I think it'll be Joey Logano.
Oh my gosh.
I swear to God, like only because he was the first driver to like follow me and say hi to me. Yeah. And so he did that when we were on podcasts. I was at Talladega. It must have been like 10 years ago. I'm guessing it was so long ago. And and I was walking through the pit and he was like, Bert. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, hi. And he was like, dude, huge fan. So the fact that he was into podcasts before anyone makes me think he's an out of the box thinker.
Oh, and he can handle it's the next era of jam band.
Yes, it's absolutely not Kyle Busch. It's absolutely not Kyle Busch.
That's 100%. Yes, completely correct.
And I love Kyle. But it's definitely not Kyle Busch.
I think you can get Ryan Blaney there. I think like Ryan Blaney would potentially be like pretty open-minded about it.
Yeah. I think there's I can't believe those guys don't like more jam bands. All they do is drive. But it's the best driving music ever. Put in a little Widespread Panic and just,
What's a Widespread Panic on? They literally have a song about it.
dude, wait, who's the jam band? Someone just brought it to me the other day. They're like, yo, you're not into ... And I was like, huh?
Dogs in a Pile, I bet.
Is it?
Was it Dogs in a Pile?
I don't know. I wrote it down and I don't know where it is. Yeah.
It's all good. One last question. I've always wanted to ask you this question ever since I was watching one of your like live streams during the pandemic. All right. Where you were just like, I'm chilling in the bathroom, trying to chill out. I'm listening to Phish. Like, how did you ever get into Phish back in the day?
Can I be really honest? I had to work to get into Phish. Like, I didn't get Phish.
Most people do. Yeah.
And what was happening was there were shows that the people I liked were going to. And there was a couple that I didn't get that I never really got around to. Like G Love and the Special Sauce, I never got in, never could the Spaghetti Incident, never could get into it the way everyone did. But Phish, because they were like Harvard trained or whatever, Ivy League, and I knew they were smarter, I was like, I've got to be able to get this. So I had the first two albums, I had Billy Breathes and the other one. And I just started listening over and over and over. And then one night, I was high. I was in my fraternity house, and Fee came on, and I went, I get it. And then bouncing around the room, and I was like, okay, I'm in. Okay, I got it. I'm getting chill bumps telling you about it. And then I went back to my house. And I listened to those first two albums. It's not Billy Breathes. It's the first two albums. I listened to the first two albums, and I got all of it beginning to end, and I love them to death. And I'm so happy that I put in the work. I got to be honest with you. I did the same thing for Goose because I got an offer to play Red Rocks. I'm sorry I'm going along on this, but this is what I care about. I love music. So I was doing Red Rocks, and I said, yo, who am I paired with? Because normally it was like Wilco one year, it was Jimmy Buffett one year, and they're like, you're paired with Goose. And I go, I don't know Goose. And they go, well, you got a year to get into them. And I went for a year. I put them on every now and then. And, you know, I just was like not turning the corner. And then So Ready came on.
Nice. Great Goose song.
And So Ready, it clicked. And then the next night we were taking my daughter to college to see, she was looking at colleges, and my wife and I were in our hotel room, and she opened a bottle of wine, and I turned on Goose, and Slow Ready came on, and we started making out, and I was like, this is my favorite band ever. And I told the band that we had sex to Slow Ready, and they did not like it. They were like, thanks, Bert. You're my dad's age.
All right, that's pretty good. That's a good one to end on, Bert.
Can't wait. We should go to a show together. Are you coming to Full Throttle?
Yeah. I don't know if I'll be a Full Throttle or not, but I am in Los Angeles, so yeah, I live in Culver City.
What's your Insta? Hey, I'm gonna have them hit me up.
You actually follow me on Twitter, but you probably don't ever use that.
Stop using Twitter ever since they stormed the Capitol.
I'm addicted. It's bad. It's cool. Yeah, I'll send them my information to pass along.
I'll find you on Instagram. I'm better on Instagram.
Fuck yeah, love it. All right, sick, bro. Be good. Have a good one.
Thank you.